And we're live, guys. We're back with Rogue Actions Part 2 with our boy, Cubs fan Han. Guys, if you're brand new to this channel, smash that red button. It is super important to help us grow this awesome channel. Now, Cubs, we've got some great topics. We had a really cool chat. Of course, we're talking Crosshair, potential Bad Batch characters still coming in, things like that. And, of course, the lifespan of the game. The link for that video is below. Go and check it out afterwards. You can go the other way around. You can start down under, work your way up to the top. It's fine. No problem.
I mean, that's how Star Wars was made to be watched, right?
Good point. I never thought of it that way. Give us some thumbs up. You can see our boy, of course, Cubs live on Twitch. You're streaming again this week pretty hard. There's not a lot to stream, though, but... yeah, we'll be doing stuff. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah,
we create our own content, Heinzie.
Well, we have to. Anyway, it's crazy. But let's talk. We got some cool topics to talk about today, Cubs. The first one, of course, is let's round around to our last State of the Galaxy, where we were told that there was going to be a shipload of content coming. Now, that post was a little while ago now. We've obviously now gotten Kenobi done and dusted. He's out there in the wild. So that's all sorted. We got another Galactic Legend coming at some point, but I think it's time to get into the ships. I really do. I think that the ship meta is stale. It definitely needs some sort of an upgrade. It needs some love, some polish. It's really, I mean, there's a bit of rock, paper, scissors, but we got the Razor Crest coming in. But, I mean, let's be honest, that's probably been it for a little while now. So, Cubs, I think that we're really overdue to give the ship component of this game some love. What do you think, my friend?
Well, I think we definitely have not seen a shipload of new content.
No. Not yet.
So whether that was a pun directed at ships, which I'm 99% confident it was, or whether it was just directed, it was just he's just saying ship instead of. I don't know what their intent was, but we clearly haven't seen whatever that tagline was meant for. We haven't seen it, so I'm not sure what do they mean by that though. Let's assume that it is ships. We're getting some kind of shipload of new content, right? Is he meaning that we're just going to get new ships? Are they going to rework ships again? Are they going to do a new game mode with ships? What does that mean? I don't know it. I think that we, based on that teaser, I feel like we're going to find out pretty soon.
Yeah, I think we need to. Again, I think it's something that a lot of people, it's a frustration because a lot of people do like ships, but again, it just hasn't been given a lot of attention for years. I mean, let's be honest. Apart from adding the Razor Crest and some bits and pieces and the TIE Bomber, still haven't got a first order sort of tank that I would love. I'd like to see, the Holdo maneuver go off a lot more, and I think it needs something to enable that a little bit more for sure.
Yeah.
The finalizer is working pretty well. It's taking out rebel teams, taking out, of course, Akbar. A bit of, just taking care of that sort of stuff. But, I just think I have a feeling that obviously we're going to be hopefully getting some new ships.
Yeah,
maybe some new PvE content, maybe some extra ship nodes, possibly. That would be pretty cool. But I really think that we might get something along the lines of some sort of a differentiator, like we get mods with characters for our characters. We need something, some sort of equipment, possibly to make our ships a little bit stronger. And I think that might help increase the GP of the ships that we have, which could help close those gaps that we have when it comes to light side geo, for instance. I'd like to hear your thoughts, Cubs. Do you think we're going to get maybe a new component we add to our current ships to make them stronger? I think that makes more sense. I
hate that idea. Don't grind ships more, man. This is my opinion. I mean, if you're a whale in this game, maybe that sounds appealing to you. But something else to whale on. But to me, that just sounds like more of a grind and more misery with ships. I don't think that's what ships need right now, personally.
Yeah, so we're going to get that then because we don't need it. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
This guy works for CG. Oh my gosh.
I don't. I'm kidding. Hey, we haven't actually seen CG Top Cash for a while. So look, I mean, I'd love to hear his opinion one day for sure. But
Top Cash is all over that. I know that.
I'm sure he is. But yeah, I think there's going to be some sort of maybe a relic style ability that we add to our ships to power them up to make them stronger. Because let's be honest, most of the ships these days in Arena, they're pretty consistent. They really are. There's not a huge amount of things that differentiate from fleet to fleet. If you've got the right lineup and you have it powered up, there's not a huge factor to make it a lot harder to beat a team in Arena, for instance, just to start. And I think that's certainly something that makes it a bit more stale. There's less excitement because it's just a case of, okay, use that, hit that button, bang, done, because it's been used since we've had it anything else. We know what works and we know what doesn't by now. So I think that certainly is something that is a factor to making it that little bit more unappealing to some people.
Yep.
We're going to get Red 5. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. I think that'd be a good way to rejuvenate that interest on ships. So I don't know. I'm curious. I'm kind of in a wait and see mentality with this because if they're gonna focus on ships, I think it's good because it's a neglected game mode that definitely deserves some love. I'm curious how they're gonna sell the general community on it because there's just in general such a apathy towards ships. People don't care. There are people that do, right? I mean, I get reminded every time I bring this up. Like some people do love ships. Okay, cool. So all 5 of you are gonna love what they do. So how are we gonna convince everyone else that that focusing on ships is fun and that we want to grind ships more, we want new ships and all this? So I think that they're trying to. That's the exact question I'm sure that they're mulling over and trying to figure out. And so I'm just curious what they're going to do to try to sell that to people who are kind of apathetic about ships.
Yeah, no, we should definitely concentrate on farming, Rose Tico for Galactic Legends. That makes a lot more sense. I think that's just an obvious fit. We should definitely focus more on that.
Honestly, I would rather farm right now. I would rather farm Rose Tico to have Ray than continue this forever grind of getting my BTL to 7 stars.
All right, so what would it take then to make it more, dare I say, worthwhile? And what I mean by that is that let's talk rewards, right?
Okay.
Let's talk rewards because, I mean, let's be honest, it's where our Zetas come from, consistent Zetas. We can get them in other components of the game now, and that's great because there's never enough, right?
Yeah.
But what would it take? Is it going to take something like Kairos? Is it going to take something like stun guns? Like what's it going to take to make it something that you really need to strive harder for? I mean, we get crystals already, but what would it take to make it more appealing?
Okay, so we're talking like what, Ship Arena specifically?
Yeah, Ship Arena, for instance. Sorry, let's talk Ship Arena.
Well, the incentive is, here's the thing. I think this is the commentary right here. The incentive's already there. You can go get 400 crystals a day, almost the same as Squad Arena. Mm-hmm. That's a great, healthy income. And I could do that every day. I don't do that. And some people do. Some people are really good about that, even though they don't like the game mode. But I think a lot of people are passing on those crystals because they just don't care about the game mode. And so I'm not sure if it's about rewards.
Yeah, true.
Personally, true. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy here and complain.
No, I want your opinion.
Observing it for what it is. I don't necessarily have the solutions because I don't know how I would get myself excited about ships right now. I think maybe one of the big first steps would be to allow the double drops of shards of blueprints like they did with character shards after a unit has been around for a year. I think that they should have done that a long time ago. That's something I think that would maybe help the grinds not feel so miserable. I'd also really like it if they... something I think that would help a lot just from a farming standpoint, because I think part of why people don't like ships is because they have to sacrifice their character progress to farm ships. I would really like to see a clear cut on that. So, for example, ship energy is what you use for ships.
Yep.
That kind of seems like an obvious statement, but right now, you use your ship energy for other things right now, right?
Yeah.
And you use your character energy, your yellow energy, to farm ships.
Yeah.
So I would really like to see maybe a division of that, carve that out, so that you don't have to think in your mind, well, this sucks. I have to sacrifice farming my Admiral Piet here, so I can also farm my BTL at the same point. So I think those are things that would kind of help the morale of the grind a little bit better, because right now it's just miserable, and a lot of people don't want to choose ships over characters or
Yeah.
split the farm and slow down their character farm, which is, I think, why you see a lot of people that don't have developed ships, by the way.
Yeah, and that's a fair point. Absolutely. Guys, let us know in the comments below what you think. Do you want to see some big upgrades to the ship content? Do you not give a stuff? Let us know what you think. We'd really love to hear what your opinion is when it comes to the ships. Let's move on to the next topic, Cubs. Of course, we have Conquests coming up again soon. We've got a bit of a break this week. And it's something that I don't think we're going to get too often, Cubs. I don't think we're going to get, when I say break, we've got, a TB on, and a lot of people are focusing on Dark Side GOTB, but I think a lot of people that have been playing the game for some time now are, know what to use where, and, they know what they can use. And then, light side's certainly a bigger challenge to get right. I think that there's certainly more concentration to the light side component, especially when it comes to Geonosian, not Hoth. But again, Conquest, I think in the past, they wanted to launch Conquests this week. So we had something to do during that week before GAC started up again. That's what I think it should be from a schedule side of things anyway. I would like to see it go back to that to give us something to muck around with in the week off GAC. But anyway, all that being said, we're obviously getting Commander Ahsoka Tano in the next couple of weeks, which is amazing. We can't wait. Her kit's insane. She looks like she's going to be a great character. But after that, what comes next? What are we going to get as the next character? Because once you've farmed up Commander Tano, and most of us, again, that more end game players, and I don't mean to be insulting, like I'm going to have it done and dusted this Conquest. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else for me to farm after this apart from gear and relic materials and bits and pieces. Are we going to see another character down the track or another ship or something? Like, what are we going to see after Commander Tano's done?
I really think that we're going to see Maul. I think we're going to see I think we're going to see the Robo Legs Maul from Clone Wars Season 7. Kind of like a companion character to Ahsoka Tano. That's what I'm expected to see personally.
Yeah. Look, again, I think that it certainly makes sense. I mean, we need a good Maul. I don't care how we get it. We just need it straight up. What about if we get Hondo this way, bro? What if we finally get Hondo through Conquest and Pirates? I mean, why can't we get all 3 or 4 of them all released at once and then work on the ones that we actually want to farm and give us something for a while to farm instead of just one character at a time? I mean, we know that they've had Hondo sitting on the shelf for years. He's a cult hero, in the game and Star Wars, fan fiction and in the animated series. I think that it would be a good inclusion. We've got other characters, let's be honest, that probably don't have as much, status as Hondo does. And I mean, he's in Galaxy's Edge for sake. I mean, the guy's pretty important around the place. Yeah. I think that maybe I'd like to see the pirate faction and Hondo introduced maybe as the next set of Conquest characters. I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd do that, but if they did, I'd be all for it. Hondo is definitely one of those top characters. Every time I'm making a video on what characters do we want to see added to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, top 10, Hondo's on every list. Every time he's going to be on that list. And so, yeah, that's kind of a slam dunk. I almost feel like Hondo might even be a legendary character, though. I almost feel like he is a legend, right? Maybe they wouldn't do that, but I feel like Hondo might be a character where you see the pirate faction come out and then they do a legendary event for him. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping he shows up in Bad Batch at some point.
Oh, absolutely. Imagine people would lose their mind. I mean, there's been some great characters, and no spoilers, but there's been some pretty cool characters from the Clone Wars series popping up here and there in the Bad Batch at the moment, and I'm really enjoying these little cameos, let's call them.
It was crazy when Luke showed up. And he was just walking around in his diaper, force choking everyone. It was crazy, man.
Dude, you're killing me here, man. You're killing me here.
Wait, hold on. You said no spoilers. I'm sorry.
No, we've had some good cameos, and look, I think this is the perfect format to bring in these guys that we know and love. I think the Bad Batch are good, but having all these people pop up that we've known through the animated series and even in the movies, little pop-ups as well. I think it's fantastic that there is this crossover. Just a bit of fan service. How can that be a bad thing? Like the Mandalorian show is. I mean, the fan service is is just incredible. Let's be honest. So, yeah, keep it coming. I'm definitely down for that. I think that would be incredible. Certainly.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Let's get down to the viewer's choice question this week. Now,
it.
again, for those that don't know, we take a question from the public. If you go to our server, the description's below, the Discord server, there's a channel in there called Rogue Actions Topics. Pop your question in there. Really simple. Good question, we ask it. Bad question, won't ask it. That's simple. So ask good questions. That would be awesome. Thank you so much for everyone that's given us a question so far. We really appreciate it. We want to share this with you guys. This is your show. We want you to be a part of it. So my question is from Bossman. Bossman's giving us a question this week, and the question is this. What would you like to come to the game first, a new Darth Maul or Hondo? Take your choice. Take your pick.
Hondo.
Hondo first, straight up?
Yeah, I mean, look, we got Darth Maul in the game. We don't have Hondo in the game.
Yeah,
now
but
we don't have a good Darth Maul. And I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Hondo would be way more exciting to me personally.
Yeah,
that opens up a lot. It opens up a whole new faction likely, and Maul could arguably do the same thing. Especially if it's season 7 Maul. It's funny that we've already talked about both of these characters.
I know.
But I mean, that's just my personal choice. I want Hondo.
I do too. I mean, who doesn't? Who wouldn't want Hondo? So bring it. That's it. There's the answer. Guys, get your questions in. Bring them next week. It'd be great to get some more in from you. It would be fantastic. Of course, you can catch our boy Cubs, of course, on Twitch. Cubs Fan Han. Not hard to find. You probably should be there already. Go and hang out. It's a lot of fun. It really is. Of course, we'll be on the channel Galactic Legend Heinzie. We changed the name a couple of weeks ago. So Galactic Legend Heinzie on Twitch. You can find me as well when we're live during the week and also Friday nights US. So guys, come and hang out with us. Heck of a lot of fun. So we'll see you soon. Have a great week, Cubs. Wish you all the best, my friend. Good luck with everything. Good luck with your territory battles out there, guys, of course. And we'll see you again next week. Take care, brother.
See you guys.